Good morning. So it's Monday today and this is going to be the start of another weekly vlog, and I'm just quickly popping the camera on this morning just to show you what the house currently looks like, because we actually have a painter decorator starting today. So he wasn't actually meant to be here till the 4th of September because he couldn't fit us in any sooner, and our baby shower is like a week after that, and then baby's due a month after that. So I've only been awake about half an hour, so excuse the voice, but I am so happy that he's coming so earlier, so much earlier, so that we can kind of get a little bit straighter before all of that excitement starts. So I just wanted to kind of pan around and show you some of the walls. So all the skirting is going to be like a white satin. Tinks is currently trying to get a toy from underneath the TV stand. It was gloss when we moved in and it's just gone yellow. We've got doors like this all around the house that actually have never been painted. Mainly down here, to be honest, so that is just going to be a massive improvement. We've recently had this window seat put in, so he's going to paint this, and this is going to be white if the light shows up. Yeah, so he's going to paint that white. The utility room is a room that just got hammered when we've had work done, which is what it's for, but not really anymore, because hopefully this will be the last kind of major thing that happens. But like with the garden and stuff, they've dragged stuff through here. It's feeding time at the zoo. Good morning, everybody. You don't need to bark, Evie. But yeah, we currently just have a room that looks like this, so that you can get to all the walls. I just realised we didn't take these pictures down. I'm not really sure where he's starting today. I just tried to move as much stuff as possible so that he's got like enough to be getting on with, and there's enough kind of empty wall space. But the sofas are in the middle of the room. We haven't taken this down because I'm not sure whether he can, if he can take it down. Thomas really didn't want to, or whether he's gonna, I really don't want him to masking tape around it. So if he says he can't take it down, then Tom will. I wish he'd kind of just done it, to be honest, but the back of the house is fine, because we've only just recently done that. But the hallway, again, this is like a really old door, and it's just all kind of battered. It was never really painted properly when we moved in. We just did loads of stuff and then stopped, so baby is like a good enough reason to get our acts together. All of this, like the stair and everything here, is going to cork all of that and fill all of that in, hopefully. Like all of this, and I know this is like a 100-year-old house, as Thomas explained to me yesterday, and it's not going to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect, but it's going to be so much better than what it was. For example, in this bathroom, this was never finished, so you never really get to see this bathroom because there's only certain parts of it that I can show. If you can see just where like the paint's not been finished, and we don't really use this bathroom. If we have like guests coming over, then they use it, but it's not in a right good state, and that's going to be baby's bathroom really, and like all of this. It's just, there's just a lot, so I'm very excited. Also, this airing cupboard here is going to be this colour, so it's going to be this kind of like dark midnight blue, which is going to make such a difference and like a bit of a bolder statement. It's going to do all the staircase and the banisters. Oh, I'm out of breath and I need a wee now that I've been jogging and up and down the stairs. And then also in the garden, he's going to sort out the windowsills for us. And this here, where it's been painted, this was how the old house was. Now, the little bit at the end that's not been painted, that's the extension of the utility room that we put on when we moved in. And it also goes down here. This wall's painted a little bit here around the kitchen door. So we're going to actually paint it this dark grey here, as well as there's like a building at the back of the garden, which I can't show you now, which our garden backs onto. It's like someone's garden shed. It's actually the landscapers that have done our garden. It's their garden shed, which is very, very handy. But it kind of matches, like, it's going to match like the tiles that we've had put in. This is a step out. We had to tile this because they couldn't fit like a whole brick in that space. We were tiling that little bit anyway. So it's not going to look like any time has passed to you guys, but it's actually the end of the day now. It's 6 PM. I've not filmed anything because obviously I've had the painters here and it's a little bit awkward, but I've not really done anything. I've literally been sat on my laptop, not on it. I'd break it, but I've cracked that joke way too many times. It's not even funny. So happy with what they've done so far. Now, it's not really going to look that much different to you guys in here, but they've gone over the nursery just one more time with another coat of white paint, and it's just kind of like cleared everything up, and they've cracked in any like holes and stuff. So happy with what they've done so far, and just know that this is like going to be the best thing that we've ever done. So I've just come upstairs. I don't really know what for actually. I've been putting like bits of washing on and stuff. Tom's on his way home. I think I'm gonna leave it there for today and just kind of call this like a non-vlogging day. I just wanted to show you what everything looked like before this morning when I just kind of panned around and show you stuff. But it's just going to be a lazy night tonight. I want to have a shower and like wash my hair. I might do that now actually, now that I'm up here. Morning. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, Gaspy. Do you want to have a good sleep? Should we go outside? Come on. Good morning. It is Wednesday today and I've really not vlogged a lot this week. I've had a couple of days where Monday I showed you that we'd had the painters in. Hang on, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Let me make him a coffee. It's really early, you know, since about 5:30, and then I'll update you on what's been going on and stuff. So yes, as I was saying, I had Monday, the painters were here. I didn't leave the house. I got quite a lot of work done and a lot of tidying and sorting out done. Yesterday I really didn't feel very well. I started with a bit of a funny tummy on Monday night. I don't know if that's TMI. And it lasted till yesterday, and then yesterday I had like the worst back pain and just like really bad like abdominal pain, like all in kind of like this tummy area. So it's probably a mixture of everything, I suppose. But I did very little, and it gets you in a bit of a rut when you've got like a list as long as your arm to get through stuff. And then last night we went to antenatal, and it was with the health visitors last night. So it was all about, they basically explained how to breastfeed, where the baby should be, where your nipple should be in the baby's mouth, like just like the pros and cons of breastfeeding, the pros and cons of bottle feeding. And they talked a little bit about safe sleep, about how baby should be sleeping on his back, and like not to have anything in its crib, Moses basket, when it's really little, and just bits and pieces like that. And there was stuff obviously that we already knew, and then there was stuff that was really nice to have it kind of confirmed, or to know, like that one of the main points they kept getting across was that you can't give a newborn baby too much love, and don't let people tell you, oh, you're picking that baby up too much, or you should leave them to cry for a little bit. That they were like, a newborn baby cannot manipulate, it doesn't know how to kind of get its own way. If it's crying, it needs something. And I know that's like common sense, but it was nice to hear that, to have that reassurance. So yeah, I woke up really early this morning and I've just come down with Tommy. Dogs have been fed, I've poured my cornflakes, and today I want to edit a video before I leave. It will already be up, it will be Wednesday's video. But if I edit it here, it means I can upload it here because my internet is, I know that it's reliable and quick. And then I'm going to head to Walton Le Dale, which is where HomeSense is, just to kind of pick me up. I've not been out of the house for a while, and then I feel like I haven't anyway, even though we were out last night. And then I'm going to go and sit in Starbucks, and I've got 2 blog posts that I want to write to go up this week, and I am always more productive when I sit in a Starbucks or a coffee shop or whatever. There's also a Waitrose there, and I might go for some soup for my lunch, and we'll just see what we get up to really. But obviously I'm going to bring you guys along first thing, breakfast. It has just absolutely started piddling down. I wasn't planning on, just take my key out so the windscreen wipers aren't going. I wasn't planning on doing a little chatty in between bit before I went in for my lunch and stuff, but Do you know one thing I really can't stand? I really can't stand people that have no patience for like the most ridiculous things. Like, people are in such a hurry to get to places and it makes them like forget how to drive. So I was just trying to get out of like a really busy junction that's like a really stressful junction, and people had been seeing me sat there for waiting for ages and ages, and it was clear for me to go, and I pulled out, and then this woman literally accelerated into the side of me just to prove a point, obviously not into the actual side of me. And it's just like, and then she's like shaking her head as if to say I shouldn't have gone, even though it was completely clear. And if she'd have been going at the normal pace, it was, because it's like a retail park, it was set to, it's 5 miles an hour. The speed bumps everywhere. It just drives me mad, and it's like no one has any patience anymore. Like, let people out. You know, if someone's driving a bit slower than they should be, which I wasn't, but this is just another example, then it doesn't matter. Like, you're not, when people overtake people on bends and things like that, you're not going to get anywhere any quicker. Like, life is too short to get really irate over things like that. Anyway, I'm not getting irate. It just, I don't know, I just feel sorry for them, I suppose. It is hammering it down, like literally teeming down. But I've just popped over to Waitrose because this is the nearest one to us, and we need a couple of bits at home, and I really like the soups that they do. They usually have quite good soup, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some lunch in here, and then I'm going to drive back over to Starbucks and go and sit and hopefully get some work done and write some blog posts and stuff. So I feel really good that I've got out of the house. I had quite a bit of a shop in HomeSense, and I've just got a couple of things from TK Maxx too, so I'll show you those when I'm home, and we'll do a little bit of a haul in this video as well. Oops, crumbs. But yeah, I'm gonna get some dinner now. It's been a while since I've been in a cafe and had lunch on my own. I feel a bit like a Wally. It's 5:30 and I've just got home. The painter's just left, and I thought I'd just show you what I picked up at HomeSense. And I got one thing from TK Maxx, two things from TK Maxx, and one thing from Next as well. You will have seen I went to Starbucks on the way home, and I did a couple of hours of work, got quite a lot done, which I was really happy with. Almost finished the blog post, got today's video sorted, and then I got Tommy a flat white to take away. And that was me giving it to him at the gym. He has had a really not good day today. He was a little bit stressed, so I was glad that I got to see him and gave him his coffee. Some of these things are presents for Tommy's birthday, so please nobody go and tell him what I've got for him. It's not very exciting. I will start with the baby stuff. Now, I know I've got these on the kitchen worktops. I have cleaned them all, but I'm washing all of this stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I got these leggings for baby. I've wanted these for a while, but they always only have like really big sizes, and he's got quite a lot of stuff in 3 to 6 months, to be honest. I think it's kind of been like my safe option. I need to stop buying in 3 to 6 really. And so there's just like a black and white off-white striped pair, a kind of sagey green pair, and then this pair that are kind of like cream with I don't know, kind of like goldy stars, I suppose. But I thought they were really sweet. I love those colours. Then I also got him these bibs these were from TK Maxx. Those leggings were £10, these were £3.99. I've bought quite a lot of the bandana bibs because a lot of people have said that they are better for dribbles. These are muslin ones as well, so they're really soft, and I really liked the little pattern and the colours of those. Then from HomeSense, I've got some stuff through in the lounge as well that I've just bought in that's a bit bigger, so I'll show you the little bits first. Excuse the dogs in the background. When I get home, they get super hyper, and Tinks is playing. It's very cute, but very noisy. So these were £3.99, and they are mini tongs. The best ones I ever had were from a cook shop that is like a chain. I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be just the cook shop. There's one in Chester, and I had like a baby blue and a baby pink pair. I don't really like the navy blue in this, the dark blue colour, but the kitchen tongs, so you know. Guys, don't come and bother me now. She's a pest. They are the best things. They're just so handy. They're the right size. they're just, if you've never owned a pair of mini tongs, you need a pair. I also bought an ice cream scoop. This was $3.99, and I'm sick of Tom eating ice cream or getting ice cream out of a tub and our spoons snapping. So I got this. I thought it was quite a nice one. It's kind of a little bit gold, brassy. And then I also bought a new spatula because the ones that we have are pretty gross now, to be honest. But I liked this with like the copper handle, and this was $2.99. I also got for the dogs, these were $2.49, but you get loads in there. They are chicken and sweet potato sticks. They really like those ones. They've already had one of them because when I got back, the painter said that they've been amazing because she'd not let them out because she's painting, obviously, and they're just going to get covered everywhere. But she said they literally didn't make a peep. Then a couple of things for Tom's birthday, and I got him the Jamie Oliver hot chili pepper. This was $3.99, and it says basically it's a fiesta of hot and spicy flavours, and it's got in it peppercorns, chilies and paprika. And I got this because he's been really enjoying cooking recently, and he loves just having like plain stuff like chicken and steak, because obviously it's like that protein's good for him for at the gym, but then he flavours it with all sorts. So one thing that we actually both really like is this stuff, which tastes incredible. It's the Cornish Sea Salt Company Sea Salt and Luxury Pepper, but it's just divine. Like, I don't know if you can see the different colours in there. It's like the nicest seasoning ever. But he really likes his spicy food. This isn't really a birthday present, is it? It's some like food seasoning, but just as like a little extra, because we don't really do like, I've got him one big present, but just as a little extra. And he said he doesn't want it early, so I'm quite glad that I've got this because I think he'll really like it. That was a very long story. And he's also really been enjoying using the slow cooker recently. But he's been making stuff like, I don't think is what you use a slow cooker for. So I'm on the hunt for a slow cooker cookbook for him. And to kind of go with that, I got this, which I've wanted one for ages. So this is kind of a bit of a joint present, to be honest. But this was $7.99, and it's a cookbook stand. So you can have it like standing right up, or you can have it laid back like this with the little thingy-ma-what's-it there. And then this holds your pages open. So I think he'll really like this. I also got this mirror. This was $19.99, and I love this. It's obviously gold. I just love the kind of like Moroccan style of it. I'm gonna put that somewhere in the hallway. I'm just not sure where yet. And then over here, I have like a little basket of goodies. I bought this basket. This was $9.99, and I was umming and ahhing over this for so long. I just didn't know whether I should get it, where I was going to put it, and then it was one of those things where I was like, if I don't get it now, I'm going to be thinking about it, and I'd rather have it, bring it home, work out that I've got nowhere to put it, and then take it back. Also got this towel for Tommy because he's been on about having a gym towel for ages, and he was like, can I just have one of the horrible ones that we've got at home? And I was like, well, we don't really have any horrible towels. So I got him this one. This is just a grey, and it's by the brand Penguin. They do really nice boxes as well, Penguin. And this was $7.99. It says it's a bath sheet. It's not as big as like a bath towel, but it's fine for him for at the gym. It's quite thin and like nice and soft and lightweight. And then in this little package, it's just a black kind of candle with the wooden top, and this is vanilla coffee. It's by the brand M of WG. It's fragrance number 5. Oh, makers of waxed goods. That's the brand. It smells incredible. It smells like, you know, when you brew fresh coffee, it smells like that. And I just think it'd be so nice when it gets a little bit colder. They had all of the like winter scents in there. They had some pine scents in there, some like apple cinnamon ones, some pumpkin ones. I didn't go that crazy. I just bought one. But I just thought that it would just be so nice and kind of like warming to have lit. At the moment, I've got a grapefruit one on the go. It's grapefruit and something else from Sainsbury's, which is nice for like this time of year. It's a bit summery. I didn't have soup today. I had to have a scone, so I went to Waitrose. The soup was tomato and basil, which I wouldn't have minded. I only really like Heinz cream of tomato, but I was just going to be all adult about it and have like a proper soup. but then it said it was made with balsamic vinegar, which I really don't like, so I didn't have the soup. It's Friday today and I really feel like I've not filmed a lot this week at all. It's been a really strange week where I've just had really full-on days. Yesterday I met up with quite a lot of family during the day and then had like a chunk in the middle where I got like was just sat on my laptop and I couldn't really film any of it. Like when I was with my family, my glasses are filthy because we were just having like a catch up. I went for breakfast with my sisters and my dad, and then I saw some of my cousins in the afternoon, and it was just one of those days really where I just couldn't film anything. Today I am at home again. Tom is going to be back about lunchtime today. It's Friday. He's actually in this morning. He usually would be off on a Friday, but he's covering for someone that's on holiday. So I've just got some porridge on. The dogs have been fed. The painter should be here in about half an hour. And I'm in like my slacks, that's what I like to call them, my comfy clothes, because I'm gonna get quite a lot of like housey stuff done this morning before Tommy gets home. He's going then to get his hair cut. Then he wants a nap, and we're going to see The Incredibles 2 tonight at the cinema, which is very exciting. He asked me to go ages ago and I was just like, are you joking? Incredibles 2? I've not even seen the first one. So we watched the first one the other week on Amazon or something on the TV, and I absolutely loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I've booked for us to go tonight. We're going to the 20 to 6 showing because I just thought if we go to the one that's like at 8 o'clock, we're both going to be so tired, so we're going to go to the early one and then have some tea when we get back, and that's the day really. And then I'm going to vlog tomorrow as well, but I just feel like it's just been a bit of a random vlog this week. I can't really remember what I filmed, so I apologise, but I didn't want to just like, I was going to do like a Q&A and insert that into it, but I feel like you guys, I don't mind it when I really like watching Louise Pentland's vlogs, and half the time she's putting a wash on and I don't mind just sitting and watching that. So hopefully a lot of you feel the same, because that's kind of what this week's going to be. It's just going to be a bit random, I think. 20 past 5, we're meant to be going in 5 minutes and Tom's just got in the shower. Anyone else have this problem? And I get cross with him, and then he's like, the film doesn't start till 20 to 6, we've got our tickets, there's no rush. But it's Friday night, it's going to be busy, excuse you Jasper, and I still, like, we want popcorn and stuff, we're still going to have to queue up. And it's not the point of, my gripe is that it's not the point of whether we're going to be late or not, because he'll make sure that we're there on time, I know it, to prove a point, and he'll be dead quick in the shower now, but it's the fact that when we say we're leaving at a certain time and I'm ready for that time, like, it's my time, he just has no kind of consideration for, if that makes sense. Anyway, I always take a pair of comfy cozy socks with me to the cinema, because you just never know if it's going to be cold in there, if you're going to get hot. So I didn't think the painters were going to be here tomorrow because it's Saturday, but they're here all day, which obviously is amazing, but I needed to film a video tomorrow. I'm going to have to do it tonight when we get back in, and we're having IKEA meatballs for tea, which I'm very excited about, so I'll probably film while Tom is preparing tea. I think that's quite a good trade-off for his grumpiness today. Oh, and if any of you are interested, I'll just pan down. I'm wearing this, I've got no full-length mirror at the moment because there's a load of stuff in front of ours in our bedroom, and the one down here is been taken down for painting, but it's just that super cozy jumpsuit that I got from ASOS, which they do in like loads of different colourways. It's just like a really like comfy jersey material, so I'll link it down below if I remember, if you want to have a look. We just come out of the cinema. I really enjoyed it. Did you really enjoy it?
Yeah.
He's constipating, as my granddad would always say, but concentrating. It was really good. If you've not seen it already, I'd highly recommend. Wait a minute, there's too many people. Look at my hair, it's wild. No, but it was really good. I kind of almost preferred it to the first one.
Yeah, it was good,
I think. We got Charlotte a Tango Ice Blast Lottie. We're just going to drop it off my mum's house on the way home from the cinema, so speed bump. So we're going to drop it off for her because they're a favourite. So that cosy night in where we had an IKEA meatballs and mashed tea planned didn't go to plan. I'm in bed with crumpets. I didn't film. Tom is really tired and he just took it out on me, and we basically have had an argument. We had like a whole conversation on the way home, and apparently he didn't listen to any of it, which really winds me up, because it's like, why do I bother saying anything when he's not going to listen to what I'm saying anyway. So instead I hopped in the shower, took all my makeup off, I've just gone outside to make myself some crumpets with some cheese on. I'm going to watch a bit of Queer Eye, then I'm going to get out of bed and do my skincare, like my moisturiser and stuff, go down and make a brew, get a chocolate digestive biscuit and come back up to bed, because I can't. They're better left on their own, aren't they, when they're in those moods. He's watching the football downstairs. It is what it is. Good morning, it's Saturday today and Tommy and I still aren't really friends because he's still grumpy, but I am determined to get so much done today. He's in the gym till this afternoon and then we've got a birthday party later. Actually the girl that does my nails, Kate, it's her fiance's birthday. It was last week, so we're going to their house for a little shindig get together, and I just thought, because the painters are going to be here in about 15 minutes, we've got the landscapers back to do some work at the front and it's going to be a pretty chaotic day, so from what you might see from now until later on, there might not be a lot of me talking, so I thought I'd show you my outfit and update you on a couple of things and then we'll get on with the day and hopefully be really productive. I'm very, very out of breath. I've just whizzed around opening the curtains and making the bed and now I can't breathe. So today I'm wearing this jumpsuit which you've all seen in khaki and black. I also ordered it in the burnt orange because it's just so comfy, and the bump sits quite nicely in it too. And then I'm going to pop on these shoes which I got about a month ago, I'd say, from Boohoo, and I haven't worn them yet, just to kind of like jazz it up. Have a cup of tea and wait for the painters to arrive, and then once I've let them in I'm going to get into my office because I've got a whole bunch of IKEA stuff in there that was meant to be Saturday's video, but I didn't post one because I just couldn't film, because with the painters being here and then last night obviously me and Tom had that little tiff. I just wasn't in the mood whatsoever, and I just don't want to put stuff up that I'm not happy with, even though this vlog I think has been terrible this week. But I want to get in there and like sort it all out so that next week when the house is empty of people, I can actually get in there and film and it's all organised. So that's the plan. I need to like get my breath back. We're out and about. Tommy's just gone to get some beer for the birthday boy, and we've got to go pick up my sister and then we're heading to this party. I don't know if I'll be able to film anything. It's just been really tricky this week because obviously we've had all these painters and decorators in, and you've all like said to me how much you've loved these weekly vlogs, you want me to keep them up, and I didn't want to like put up like 2 or 3 and then not put one up. I wanted you to see that, like, the true reflection. Like, it literally has been so difficult this week, and I've not had a week where I've done loads during the week. I have been on my laptop, I've had loads of stuff to do, and it's just been a bit tricky, so I apologise. I feel like it's been a bit rubbish, but anyway, we're gonna go and have a nice day. Then I think we're gonna go to Asda and get some food shopping, which is very exciting. And tomorrow there's nobody in the house, no painters, no decorators, so I'm going to get this edited and get it up. It's Sunday morning and I've just opened my laptop and I'm starting to edit the vlog that you've just currently watched, and I need to finish it. So obviously we went to this party last night and we had a really lovely time. We just stayed for a few hours and it was just nice to kind of chill and chat and catch up and stuff. We left and I started with like really bad back pain, and I kept saying to Tom, like, I'm ready to go, and I had some paracetamol, I had like a little bit of a walk around and it just wasn't easing at all. And then we got in the car and I just burst into tears. I was in so much pain. Turned out that it was actually the start of another gallstones episode, so I was absolutely writhing around in pain all night last night. It's honestly, I've never experienced pain like it. If you've ever had gallstones, I know a lot of you have because you've messaged me about it, it's just excruciating, and I can't wait to have this baby because obviously I want my baby, but because when he's here it means I can actually have, like, I can have the problem sorted out. I had some Buscopan and some paracetamol and just tried to get comfy in bed. Tom was amazing looking after me, and I think he was a bit scared, he was a bit petrified because he's never actually seen it from the start before. He's always come home when it's kind of like settled a little bit, so he was like, are you sure these aren't contractions, are you sure? He thought that labour was starting. I was like, I promise you it's not, it's gallstones. I know, you just know the feeling if you've had it before. So anyway, I woke up this morning and I've got a really bad pain in my leg randomly. I don't think it's connected, but the backache and the pain that you get, like, that radiates with gallstones, seems to have disappeared. So I'm going to love you and leave you here. I don't know what footage I've got. I don't know if this vlog was even worth watching, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon.